As we speak, brave state police officers in the Czech Republic are raiding ARC-controlled compounds inside the Udalek complex. Here is an example of the defiance they are encountering.
This is where you have it all wrong. Wrong. ARC was framed. You people, you don't see, you don't realize that Viktor Marchenko was not ARC. He was trying to kill ARC, kill the cause. But he has failed. We are strong, we are innocent, and we will not be used as pawns by rich, scared men who want to make us less than human.
Well said.
I am sorry, young man, but methinks thou doth protest too much.
What?
The Diwali criminal organization is under intense scrutiny this evening for their role in the London attack. Evidence uncovered by Interpol indicates that high-ranking members of the chapter in Prague supplied weapons and logistical support to ARC terrorists. Among those being sought for questioning is Radic Nikoladze, leader of the Diwali's Prague chapter. Sources close to the man tell me, however, that Nikoladze has gone off the grid, and it is unlikely he will ever be found. An indication of guilt, perhaps? Join the online discussion and let us know what you think. News out of Paris today, where a sharp rise in illegal underground publications may have links to a prison escape recently orchestrated in Prague. Last week, Czech state police were holding members of the underground news group Samizdat on charges of disturbing the peace, human trafficking, and media terrorism. The radicals escaped
I have to say, this is quite a nice way to sum up what you've done in the game.
Way deeper into Western Europe.
Silhouette.
Shortly after their escape, a radical publication called Silhouette began appearing throughout France. Has Samizdat rebranded itself as Silhouette? I am sure you will agree with me on this one, folks, no matter what name these people go by. There is nothing more dangerous than the spread of false news.
I like what you're doing.
Now to a more colorful story. A recent incident inside an illegal underground drug laboratory has led authorities to the heart of Prague's Neon operation. According to sources familiar with the new drug, the dangers of Neon had more to do with illegal distribution methods and criminal ties than with consuming the drug itself.
It was lethal with
fucking Neon is illegal, and the dismantling of this laboratory is good news for everyone. However, some government officials have hinted to me that the drug may have therapeutic benefits, and if so, a government-approved version of Neon could be made available to the public eventually. Further testing will be required, of course, so only time will tell.
Well, that was the end of Mankind Divided. I have to say, I was actually really...
That is not the point. You should have all been informed.
That is why we are here now.
Volkart, what's done is done. The broad strokes of the operation were very clear and haven't changed. There are always adjustments that will occur in the field. You should know that.
Adjustments? Those were not mere adjustments.
Interpol was more capable than we anticipated. They have a new augmented agent by the name of...
Adam Jensen,
who we believe may have had external help, possibly by the Juggernaut Collective or even Janus directly.
we're looking into it, but we...
All that is speculation at this point. Let's find out more and reconvene later this week. Thank you, everyone. That'll be all.
It's your own fault.
I'm aware of that, Doctor.
Elizabeth sends her regards.
Report.
Overall, the subject seems quite well adjusted despite the massive traumas he's experienced, and his memories are still consistent with the program. He is remarkably stable.
Excellent. How close is he to contact with Janus?
Very.
It's only a matter of time.
So it wasn't Miller who was a mole, it was her. That's why she was going through his computer. Makes sense now. He wasn't doing a report at all. Oh, what's happening now? Oh, we're human beings, pacifist, and supreme enlightened. What was that? So we completed it on any difficulty. You completed it without killing a single soul. Yes, bosses too. You watched the end credits and found the surprise inside. We got quite a few, but there's still a lot. Triggered 0 alarms during the entire playthrough. If I called Miller, if I didn't call Miller and I called a girl instead, it would have been fine. And I should have thought of that at the beginning of the game. Oh. I could have done that as well, but I can do that the next time I do play a game. Right, I want to see quickly what the other ending would be. Or will I? Yeah, let's see what what would have happened if we chose to save the politicians. I just want to see what the cutscene would be. But we'll not watch the credits, as we already know. Right. Right, skip. We
Go
will
mask.
save the delegates.
Really did a number on me.
I know, Miller. I don't know
Just
if I'm speaking to
hang
him,
on,
I've already
Miller.
spoken to him.
I'll find.
No time. Or force me to drink. Too late for me, Jensen, but you. There's still time to save the others.
Jim, I'm sorry.
No. This isn't on you. Understand? You're a good agent.
Oh.
Wait.
Save your strength.
No. Listen. That's not what I wanted to say. What I mean to say is, you're a good man, Adam. Even when I doubted, I always knew.
Right, let's get to them first. We gotta go out here, up and there, to there.
No, nothing yet. It should be starting soon.
Liquidation of the guests won't take long. We just have to make sure no one makes it to the meeting rooms.
They are unarmed.
Ah, man. Should have done that a bit better, shouldn't I?
No, nothing yet. It should be starting soon.
Liquidation of the guests won't take long. We just have to make sure no one makes it to the meeting rooms.
They are unarmed. They won't put up much of a fight, I think.
This is true.
No eyes on Brando.
Oh, I'm gonna try and get to that door there, because I think it goes this...
That uniform didn't even have body armor.
They're not wearing their uniform.
No eyes on Mark. Lock and load and get ready to fill these assholes with lead. No trouble. Not yet, anyway. Wonder if we can get a recording of this room. Waiting for Dr. Report. Now on to the real action. AO is calm. Almost too calm.
The champagne is open. It's only a matter of time now. Once we have confirmation that the package has done its work, we can leave. Agreed. Let's move.
Might not be a
Going
good place.
to be a hell of a night. Ready for 3 and exfil. We get the go-ahead. Hey, Oakland. We are ready. They'd better pay us as much as they said.
Right.
That uniform didn't even have body armor. Ready for 3 and exfil. He's kicking back on the beach this time tomorrow. Hey, Oakland, we are ready.
You come with me. You can go and join the rest of your friends over here.
That uniform didn't even have body armor. No eyes on primary.
Green on visuals too?
Actually, just gonna stand there, or is he gonna turn around?
Ready to proceed. Get ready. AO is heating up. base is compromised. Got to set up some... Vector's good. Get ready for cleanup and exfil.
Oh no, no. Is it? Oh, where's the VIP room?
Moving to compartment. Roger.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Right.
As we consider the importance of this moment on a national level, on a global level, on a humanitarian level...
Nobody drink. The champagne's been poisoned.
But I had it replaced. It's a cuvée de prestige.
You and your guests need to get out of Apex Center now, Brown. Slater's dead. Tarvos is compromised. They've come to stop you. Can you get everyone to the helipad?
Yes, yes, of course. My security team will escort us, but what about the other attendees?
TF-29 will evacuate them. I'm going after the people who did this.
Then you have a long way to climb.
McCready, I got to Brown, warned him about the champagne. His security team is getting him and his guests to safety.
Good that. Fucking Marchenko wasn't lying though. The residential towers are packed solid with explosives. If he uses that remote detonator...
I'm heading to the exhibition hall now to stop him. Get your team started on defusing those bombs. Maybe with a little luck we can pull this off.
Luck? We're both gonna need a shitload of that, mate.
Of course there's a quicker way to get him. There isn't.
You are taking a long time to arrive, brother. I would rather not cause more death today than necessary. But like the good soldier I am, I will do what I must. If you do not stop me. Time is running out.
Come on, come on, come on.
Market.
Oh shit. Ow, 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 ow. Ah, screw you guys. How do I get down to him? Can't remember how we get down to him. Oh, that's right, I've got to get down. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. This way.
It is fascinating, isn't it?
Why have you not come? Is your faith in hypotheticals truly that strong? Apparently not. You have made the right choice, brother. Why should so many die so loudly?
I just done both of them.
When a far more subtle message can be sent.
Oh my god, if I knew that I would have done it sooner.
To achieve my mission, I only need Brown and his guests to die. And you, of course. Now show yourself!
I'm right here, Victor. And you're done hurting people tonight.
Yes, you can see both of them. Holy shit, I didn't know that. I'm glad I came back and replayed
Hurting. Murdering them. Wearing death is the penance of victory for men like us. And I still have one death to wear!
I wonder what Eliza's gonna see now. I'm just gonna go to the same spot as I did before and just snipe the hell out his head. That was awesome, that spot.
Are you still here?
You have been a pain in my side for far too long. Trying to stop me. Trying to stop all of us. But you do not see the futility of this endeavor. Perhaps in death, you will realize the truth. Come out! I know what you're up to.
Damn, it's Titan armor. Oh, what a shot! Oh, shit.
That's how it's done.
Oh.
Be a man. Where are
I'm running away like a coward. Because all I've got is silenced weight. Well,
you? Have been a pain in my
tranquilizer and
side
stun
for far
gun.
too long. Trying to stop me. Trying to stop all of this. But you do not see the futility of this endeavor. Perhaps in death, you will realize the truth. are secure. Continue.
You come all this way, but now you hide. If you truly wanted to stop me, you would step out and face me, man to man.
One shot on him. Just one.
Thought you wanted a fight. You will have to come out soon.
Ow! Found me. How did he find me?
This is very irritating, Shiny. I am getting real tired of this, Adam Jensen. I was sure you were nearby. Running out of places to hide.
Oh, he's up there.
I knew you would come to Raqqa to try to talk. Talk! I needed to spur you into action, Drago.
Where is he?
Otherwise, you would have sat on the sidelines this whole time. Are you watching me now, Drago?
Maintaining cautious patrol.
In a way, I feel sorry for you. You cannot accept who you are. You cannot stand on your own. You do not understand how manipulated you are. Come out! Move out of the radius! Go on.
Oh shit. Didn't mean to push F. Oh, he's right there, isn't he? Damn. He's a fucking hardy bastard. Last time I caught him so easily. Just spammed him.
I will fight you.
Oh, he was in the room I was in.
Area secure. Continuing cautious patrol.
Have all those tranquilizers, you little bitch. Head is covered in them, look. How many rounds does he take? Let's see the difference in the cutscene now. Oh, we actually get to see him this time.
It's over.
I really didn't expect to be able... This will delete all your extra choice and the consequences from that playthrough. We'll do yes. But I didn't think we'd be able to save them both. Really didn't think we would be able to. So let's see what
Santo
this is.
CEO Nathaniel Brown took to the stage today to praise Interpol and Tarvis security services for thwarting what could have been a major terror attack during his Safe Harbor convention last week. Interpol has confirmed that a group of radical terrorists linked to the Augmented Rights Coalition wired the residential towers surrounding Apex Center with enough explosives to destroy 2 city blocks. As shocking as that fact turns out to be, Brown had only this controversial opinion to give.
We must not make rash decisions based on fear, nor should we allow a vocal minority to dictate our future. The Human Restoration Act is a perversion of all the United Nations stands for. In time, I believe saner minds on the Security Council will prevail.
Strong words from a man with an even stronger bank account. Let us see if his prediction proves true. This is Eliza
Hey, are you even listening to this?
Live
We won!
from Pike.
Did we?
We completely disrupted their plan. Marchenko, the Orchid, the bombs. You've been under too long, man. Time to come up for air. Take a breath. Janus messaged me last night, said Brown's been lobbying like a champ. He and the people you saved know the act isn't a solution. Picus will talk around it as long as they can, but that thing is finished.
Janus always seems to have the inside track. Except when it really matters.
Miller, right? I'm sorry, Adam. I really did think he was working for the Illuminati.
For a while, we both did. By the time I realized he was innocent. We can't change the past. We have to keep going.
What are you thinking?
How many more plans do they have in motion? How many more soldiers like Marchenko are waiting for the call?
Don't call him a soldier. He was a thug, man. Soldiers have a code of honor. Honestly, I'm surprised you let him live.
Wasn't my place to play judge and executioner, Alex. We should be concerned for every life, no matter how badly it's been lived.
Once a cop, always a cop, huh?
Regardless, we want the men behind him. Behind the Human Restoration Act. The ones still out there in the shadows. It's time for me to start pulling them into the light.
Well, now we got names. Manderley and Page. The collective won't stop until we bring these guys down.
Yeah? Well, there's one more name I want to put a face to. Janus.
So that's what you've been chewing on. Look, I'll try, Adam, but I already told you he doesn't like meetings that aren't on his terms.
Then give him a choice. Either he sets up a meeting, face to face, or I find him myself. I think it's high time we met the man behind the mask, Alex. Don't you?
This report just in. Law enforcement officials in Prague have tracked down and captured the bomb maker, whose deadly explosive devices claimed the lives of dozens of innocent travelers earlier this
I have to say it was a lot better that we were able to save both the residents and the politicians. I didn't expect you could, if you made the other choice, you could only save the residents. But I'm glad. I'm glad I went back and changed it.
Her and several of her followers inside the cult's headquarters, following an extensive investigation. If you ask me, folks, that is some very good news indeed. A coroner's report released in Prague today offers shocking new insight into the death of Dr. Talis Rucker, former leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition. Apparently, the primary cause of the doctor's death was the exceedingly high level of alcohol found in his system. No other toxins were present, nor were there signs of any suspicious activity. Sources close to Rucker tell me he had been struggling with alcoholism ever since becoming a public figure. I am sure I do not need to remind you folks that the organization he founded, the Augmented Rights Coalition, has been linked to last week's horrifying terror attack in London. Augmented terrorist Viktor Marchenko, whom law enforcement officials describe as being instrumental in the planning and execution of devastating violence in London last week,
does not look like that's
is
changed
being moved to a secure facility for questioning. A long-standing member of the Augmented Rights Coalition, Marchenko has been very outspoken about his motives for the attack, claiming it was appropriate retribution for injustices suffered by the Augmented. I do not know about you folks, but there is only one question I really want the answer to right now. When will the United Nations pass the Human Restoration Act, so that dangerous killers like Marchenko can no longer terrorize us? It seems not so long ago that Dr. Talis Rucker was on this very program, trying to convince all of us that his Augmented Rights Coalition was a non-violent organization. Today, of course, we are all a little bit wiser. It did not take long for ARC to reveal its true colors once Dr. Rucker was dead. Since last week's attack, the United Nations has officially labeled ARC a terrorist organization. As we speak, brave state police officers in the Czech Republic are raiding ARC-controlled compounds inside the Udalek complex. Here is an example of the defiance they are encountering.
This is where you have it all wrong. Wrong. ARC was framed. You people, you don't see, you don't realize that Viktor Marchenko was not ARC. He was trying to kill ARC, kill the cause. But he has failed. We are strong, we are innocent, and we will not be used as pawns by rich, scared men who want to make us less than human.
I am sorry, young man, but methinks thou doth protest too much. The Diwali criminal organization is under intense scrutiny this evening for their role in the London attack. Evidence uncovered by Interpol indicates that high-ranking members of the chapter in Prague supplied weapons and logistical support to ARC terrorists. Among those being sought for questioning is Radic Nikoladze, leader of the Diwali's Prague chapter. Sources close to the man tell me, however, that Nikoladze has gone off the grid, and it is unlikely he will ever be found. An indication of guilt, perhaps? Join the online discussion and let us know what you think. News out of Paris today, where a sharp rise in illegal underground publications may have links to a prison escape recently orchestrated in Prague. Last week, Czech state police were holding members of the underground news group Samizdat on charges of disturbing the peace, human trafficking, and media terrorism. The radicals escaped their holding cell, however, and are believed to have subsequently made their way deeper into Western Europe. Shortly after their escape, a radical publication called Silhouette began appearing throughout France. Has Samizdat rebranded itself as Silhouette? I am sure you will agree with me on this one, folks, no matter what name these people go by. There is nothing more dangerous than the spread of false news. Turning our attention now to a more colorful story. A recent incident inside an illegal underground drug laboratory has led authorities to the heart of Prague's Neon operation. According to sources familiar with the new drug, the dangers of Neon had more to do with illegal distribution methods and criminal ties than with consuming the drug itself. Make no mistake, folks, Neon is illegal, and the dismantling of this laboratory is good news for everyone. However, some government officials have hinted to me that the drug may have therapeutic benefits, and if so, a government-approved version of Neon could be made available to the public eventually. Further testing will be required, of course, so only time will tell.
Well, that doesn't look like it had any other consequences on the news stories, but I'm glad we went back and changed. I hope you enjoyed my playthrough of Deus Ex Mankind Divided. tomorrow I will be starting my franchise playthrough of the Witcher series, as I have never played the Witcher series, so I'm looking forward to playing them, as I've heard they're brilliant games. So we will hopefully catch you next time. Bye for now.